Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, overtly stated that television was the major mainstream infiltration for the new satanic religion. LaVey boastfully acknowledges the effectiveness TV has had in transforming us.
The TV set, or satanic family altar, has grown more elaborate since the early 50s, from the tiny fuzzy screen to huge entertainment centers covering entire walls with several TV monitors. What started as an innocent respite from everyday life has become in itself a replacement for real life for millions, a major religion of the masses.
I haven't come forth in a great many years because I didn't want to be relegated to another guest on a TV talk show. But I can assure you, Satanism is here to stay. Satan can take the form of a beautiful woman. Satan can take the form of a sleek animal. An automobile can be very satanic. These things can be anthropomorphized into Satan. Satan can take the form of a beautiful woman.
You liked that, didn't you?
Oh, the cookie?
Having all those people excited to see you. It's nice to feel accepted, isn't it? I can give you that. I can make the whole world love you.
Come on.
You still don't believe me, do you?
Of course not. First of all, you look nothing like the devil.
Oh, really? I suppose I could have gone this way. But it's so trick or treat.
It's true! You really are the devil!
Oh, come on, baby. Come and sit down.
What? Are you kidding? I have to give you my soul?
After you've had your wishes, of course.
But it's my soul! I can't give you my soul!
What are you, James Brown? Great. Now, before you start wishing, you'll be needing this. If for any reason your wish isn't going the way you hoped, just take out your pager, hit 666, and it'll bring you right back to me.
Why wouldn't it go the way that I'd hoped?
Too scared to stand up for something. They scared to lose their house. Or they scared to lose their record deal. I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
A Big Mac and a large Coke.
Fries?
No.
Comes to $3.47.
Do you have 347? I left my purse in the underwear.
Oh, yes. This truly is the work of the devil. And to think that I doubted you.
Nothing, no preservatives, no shrink wrap, no vacuum wrap. This is just a McDonald's Happy Meal hamburger. This is going on 4 years old. Now I want you to look at it and look for mold. It crumbles. The bun is falling apart. That's the worst thing happening to this. Look for mold, mildew, that stuff in the corner of the shower stall. Do you see anything?
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
It's just hard. Touch it.
Okay.
It's just hard to the touch, okay? The cheese is hard. The little hamburger bun is shrunken up. But there's no mold, no mildew, no visible signs of rot, age, breakdown, or anything. Now, do you eat fast food? You're young, you're thin.
I don't, I work at diet.com.
Alright, so you're good. But you have friends that do.
Yes, of course.
And you know the phrase, do you want fries with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would want fries with that if you were wanting to eat that.
Fries over a burger.
Okay.
I I do like those. Oh, those look like they're
Brand new. Hold them in your hand. Rub your fingers around. Salty, greasy, oily to the touch. 4-year-old French fries. Now, what vegetable is that made out of?
potato.
Okay, Exhibit A, a potato, okay? This is a potato, real food potato. When I was going to New York to do Dr. Oz's Oprah and Friends Radio, you know how he brings out the dead body organs on Oprah's show and he compares?
No, that's probably why I don't watch it.
No, I don't have dead body organs here. No, you're good. But he likes to compare how something that's been obesity ravaged looks dead versus something that's healthy that's dead. So I thought, oh, I'll show him what this does. You know, this hasn't aged at all. So I took a potato and I sliced it open just to see, you know, what real food does when it deteriorates. These are only 3 months old. Because every time I go through airport security takes them from me because it's got mold all over it and mildew. And so airport security won't let me fly with this. I'll probably lose it today when I go home. This is what a real potato looks like, sliced open, 3 months old. This is a McDonald's French fry that's 4 years old.
That's absolutely crazy.
What are they doing? What is this doing inside our body? Why are our kids eating this stuff? And why are we obese? There's no breakdown. I think once it gets in your thighs, there's no breakdown. It doesn't go anywhere.
That's nuts. I'm literally like speechless.
And it smells like if you've ever been at McDonald's at 10 o'clock at night, like when they're sweeping the floor, it smells like old mildewy McDonald's. Real food breaks down. This can't be real food. It can't be.
Wow.
Frighteningly, Satan's doctrines are taking root because people are not guarding themselves or their children against the schemes of the devil.
Wicked.
LeVay tells us how late in the game it is with our kids. He says, there's no need for pacts with the devil anymore. These kids are already aligned with satanic forces.
All kinds of people are witches. There are lawyers, doctors, nurses, school teachers, every walk of life.
Crowley, himself a homosexual and pedophile, outlined that the New Age movement was designed to draw people into these lifestyles to harden their hearts against God. His goal was to deceive the people and sell them Satan's lie. That sin didn't bring the suffering and pain the Bible describes, but that it brought freedom and liberation.
So the thing worked for everybody of every sex. She was doing it to turn on both the woman and the man. It was so free. It was so free.
Nudity for Marilyn Monroe always represented a certain form of freedom. One should credit her with a whole change in attitude in the pop culture related to nudity.
Sexual freedom is something we feel is very important as a necessary requisite of the Satanic Church.
It's hard to understand if you hadn't lived before that time what a major impact that freedom of a point of view did to people's brains. You say, wait a minute. Then there are no rules here.
We project the voice of freedom forward beyond ourselves to the youth of today and to the generations of tomorrow.
And make no mistake about it, we will not stop until we have achieved our freedom. Do not stand in our way.
The church, the state, hormones will decide my fate. The church, the state, hormones will decide my fate.
The day is coming, we're going to like them, we're going to do them, we're going to take our freedom by any means necessary.
I will do whatever I have to do to stay free. If it's a choice between me staying alive and free and somebody else not staying alive, I'm willing to make that choice too.
We're young, we're grand, we're going to rule the world.
I think it should be brought out that we not only condone but we encourage all types of what would be called sexual perversities and deviations, because we feel that in a few short years it will be established that everyone is a sexual deviant, pervert, fetishist.
We're happy to be here. We feel that historically we are part of this movement for liberation.
All my life been attracted to younger boys. I love them.
How do I make myself attractive to boys?
We feel a person should be free to indulge in all of the so-called fetishes, all of the so-called aberrations that they would so desire.
Through the decades, Hollywood has fueled the fires of this lie by peddling greater and greater waves of filth to numb our consciences. And like the frog in the proverbial pot, we are almost cooked. Parents, we need to guard our children now more than ever from these kidnappers of the mind and heart who smuggle death into their lives without remorse.
Can we tell our parents?
No! Even the one who claims to be the representative for Satan on this earth, Anton LaVey, proactively guards his son. When he was asked if he let his son watch TV, LaVey replied, no. He can when he's old enough, if he goes into it warned. Does a Satanist have more scruples than a Christian parent who follows the Bible, which is the best written book for parenting ever comprised? God tells us,
so get rid of all the filth and evil in your lives, and humbly accept the message God has planted in your hearts. And remember, it is a message to obey, not just listen to. If you don't obey, you are only fooling yourself.
Unfortunately, those who are entertained by spirits working through movie stars are being entertained directly by mediums. However, the Lord has set down specific, unchanging instructions for all of humanity. He warns against mediums, saying, as for the person who turns to mediums and to spiritists to play the harlot after them, I will also set my face against that person and will cut him off from among his people. God prohibits turning to mediums, not because he is a cosmic killjoy, but because he loves us and wants to protect us. Hollywood is nothing but a repository of lies. Mel Gibson says actors are all basically liars. Janine Garofalo says Hollywood is built on lies, conning the American public like politics. Director Brian De Palma says the camera lies all the time, 24 times per second. Marlon Brando explains how they are all liars. It makes me so sick. It's amazing, the people in the movie industry. The scriptures have foretold with amazing accuracy the growing rebellion against the faith that is culminating for the end times. Paul writes, the Spirit clearly says that in later times some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. We have already seen that the word for actor is hypocrite, and that they and their Hollywood institution are leading the world astray through their lies. How then will these demons get their messages out to turn away people from the faith and follow after them? The very next verse tells us, such teachings come through hypocritical liars whose consciences have been seared as with the hot iron. Hollywood is being utilized as an end-time propaganda machine of destruction as it teaches its demonic doctrines and lays waste those of God. This direct assault on God leaves you an active participant to one side or another.
In the bedroom?
What the hell is going on, Mary?
Who are you?
Don't play games with me, Mr. Richards. I'm in no mood. I've been out of my mind all night.
Oh, my God.
Hi. Who's your little friend?
Maybe I should be running along.
Wait. No, this is a mistake. I'm not gay.
Oh, really? And I'm Tony Danza.
Honestly, I swear it. I'm not.
Well, then tell me, who was in the Broadway cast of The Pajama Game?
Janice Page, John Raitt, Eddie Foy Jr. I assume you mean the original cast because there was a revival in 1973 that starred Hal Linden and Barbara McNair. I am gay!
I rest my case.
Wait, I can prove to you that I am not gay. Kiss me.
Oh, this is just sad.
You shut up, bitch! Please, Allison, let me kiss you. Remember the champagne? The corpuscles?
All right, Elliot. Kiss me.
I'm gay. No, thanks for dropping by.
Good night.
You've been drinking again, haven't you? This is just...
Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
Sign of the
completely
curse?
different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red Shiner, would you?
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, 2 fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over.
figured if I ever met the
together.
devil, it'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the studio. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, there are other ones, too.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other ones, one of them's the pox sign. That's 3 fingers extended.
A pox on you?
A pox sign.
Like the night you had all those Randy Alexanders that ran up and down Fire Island with your cute little speedos singing Evergreen. I tell you, right from the get-go, the fans took a look at Elliot Richards. A couple women fainted, a couple fellas, well, I'd rather not say, but they liked what they saw.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a big fella and an imposing fella.
He's enormous. He's listed at 7'6" the program, and I say he's
returned to its rightful owner. Okay, boys, tonight's homework. Algebra. X to the nth plus y to the nth equals z to the nth. Well, you're never going to use that, are you? Imperialism and the First World War. What was done is done, I say. No point thinking about it now. German, French, Spanish. Ya, ya, oui, oui, si, si. It's nonsense. Everyone speaks English anyway, and if they don't, they ought to. So, no homework tonight. But I want you to watch a lot of television, don't neglect your video games, and I'll see you in the morning. Shall we say 10? 10:30? No point getting up too early, is there? Elliot, darling. What a lovely surprise. Hope you had a pleasant evening. Sorry, darling. I know that must be really frustrating for you. Maybe I can make it up to you somehow.
Oh, yeah, you've been a really big help so far.
I know. I've been really naughty, haven't I? Maybe a good spanking's in order.
Is that all you ever think about? Do you think everything is about sex?
No, of course not. I mean, there's greed, gluttony, sloth, anger, vanity, envy.
But I can assure you, Satanism is here to stay.